Alright, welcome back. So in this module, we are going to design a Happy New Month flyer. Okay, so we'll head straight to click on File, Create New. So we are using the 1080 by 1080 pixels. So we'll name our job New Month Flyer. Okay, I'll click Create. The size is 1080 by 1080. Okay, I'll click Create. So I have this. So first of all, I'll bring in my background I'll be using for this design. So I'll head over to my resource area and I'll drag in the background to Photoshop. Okay, so we have this. So this is our background. The next thing I'll do is I don't want to touch this background yet. So the next thing I would do is I'll click on my shape tool. I'll create two rectangles. So first of all, let me create this one. Okay, so I'll duplicate this. So I'll hold down my Alt key. Then these two, you can see that the rectangle, the triangles there are now two. So I would drag, left click and drag. Okay, so now I can hold down my, so I'll change this color to white. This first rectangle, I'll change it to white. Okay, then this second one, I want to increase the width of the rectangle. Okay, so I'll Control T. I'll hold down my shift. You can see the arrow. I'll drag a bit like this. Okay, so something like this. All right, so I have this. Then I'll try and centralize this. Okay, so I think this is okay. So another thing I will do is I'll click on my shape tool also. I'll create a rectangle, a triangle. Okay, sorry. Okay, like this size. Now I want to flip this triangle, so I'll Control T. You can see this area is for your angles. Okay, so I'll put angle 90. I'll click OK. You can see the direction of the angle, the triangle now. So I'll click on the triangle, click on my shape tool, I'll change it to white. Okay, so I'll drag it up where it's here. You can see it's behind those other shapes. So what do I do? I'll drag it, see the triangle here, I'll drag it to the top. Okay, you can see it here. So this is what I'm trying to get. Okay, so I'll click on my test tool. Click on my test tool. I'll say happy, Control T, reduce the size. So I have to take it above those shapes. You can see the happy here. So I have to take it above those shapes so it can be visible. Okay, so this is what we have here. Then also I want to change this font. So I'll click on my test tool. I'll click on Montserrat. I'll change it to Montserrat font. I'll click on this area here. Sorry, I think I've done a mistake here. So I'll delete this. Delete this. So I'll click on my test, this happy. I'll click on the test tool. I'll increase the boldness to around to medium. Okay. Control T and reduce the size. Okay. So I think this is okay. One thing I'll do again, I'll duplicate this text now. So I hold down my Alt key, then duplicate over here. I'll double click and change it to new month. Okay. And also I don't want this color. I want to change this black color here. So I'll come to my shape, come here, I'll pick this color. So I want to show you the color I picked. So when you come over here, you can see this color code N9F3339. So you can copy it and put it on your own. You get this exact color. Okay, 9F3339. When you copy it and paste it on your own, you click OK. Then also the text color here, I will want to change it to white so it can be visible. Okay, so come over here, Control T. Let me reduce this a little bit. Okay, so I have this. All right, we have this now. Okay, so we are done with this. So let me create. I'll now click on my text tool again. I'll write July. Okay, July. All right, so I want to change this font. Click on my text tool. I'll go to my font section. I'll click on Oswald. Let me use Oswald. Okay, so I'll Control T. So I want to increase the size. Look at where I'm placing it. The center of my design. I'll hold down my Alt key so I can increase the size on both sides. Okay, then I'll take this thing up a bit. I'm trying to place it on that light section you are seeing. Okay, so I have this. I'll change the color. I'll change this color to the color of that shape there. So I already have the color here. I'll pick it. Sorry. I'll pick the color here. Okay, so we have this. The next thing I'll do, I'll go and bring in an image. Okay, come to my section here. I'll drag in this image to Photoshop. All right, I'll place it this way here. Oh wow. Let me do that again. What's happening? So let me drag it from here. Okay, so I would reduce the size of this image. Hope you can see what I'm doing. All right, so I'll reduce the size a bit. Okay, so I think this is okay. So I'll click it off. Now I want to duplicate this July. So when I click on my July section, you can see from here, I will now say Control J. Control J, I've duplicated the July. You can see July copy. So I will drag this duplicated copy of the July above this cartoon character I brought in here. You can see I've dragged it above. That's why it's like it's covering the cartoon character. So this July copy, I'll come to this fill. You can see fill here. I would reduce the fill color to 0. Okay, you can see it has disappeared. After doing that, I will come to FX here. I'll come to stroke. Okay, come to stroke. Give it a stroke color of 2. The position should be inside. Okay, opacity 100. So every other thing, the color should be white color. Okay, click OK, click OK. You can see this effect it gave here. Then now I'll use my arrow tool to do something. Okay, my arrow key on my keyboard, I would move it to the right a bit. That shape, that text, move it up. You can see what I'm doing there. Okay, so this is what I want to get. I hope this is clear. So after doing this, let me click on the shape, the text again. All right, I think this is okay. Okay, I love this. So what do we have next to do is to bring in our social media icons, the logo of the brand. So I'll come to my resource area. This is the logo. I'll drag it into Photoshop. I'll place it here. I'll reduce the size. Okay, so we have this over here. Okay, so I'll bring in the other social media icons. Okay, I'll bring in the Facebook and the Instagram. So I will select both of them here, Facebook and Instagram, and drag both of them into Photoshop. Okay, I'll reduce the size, something like this. All right, then I will drag it over here. I hope this is clear. You can see. Then the Facebook icon, I will reduce the size also. Okay, then drag it over here. I think this is okay. I'll check it off. Now I would write, let me duplicate this text here. I'll hold down my Alt key and drag it so it as I've duplicated it. I'll double click on it and say Allotech Designs Hub. Okay, so I'll Control T to reduce the size. All right, so we have this now. We have this. Control T again. So we have this. Now I want to do something. I want to bring in my ruler. So if I click on Control R on my keyboard, you look at this edge of this area, you see something like a ruler will come up. So I'll click on Control R, the ruler will come up. So I will drag it over here like this. Okay, so because I don't want every other thing to be outside this July. I hope you understand. So I'll click on this text again. I'll Control T. I'll reduce it. Okay, so it's okay this way. So it's for me to take it down a bit. Okay, this is okay. All right, so let me increase the size of the logo. Click on the logo, Control T, increase the size. All right, I think this is okay. So we have this. So the next thing we are going to do is to bring our social media icons. So I'll stop here. Now next section, next continuation would complete that and add some effect to this design. So see you in our next module. Thank you.